This segment of Delmarva Live is brought to you by State Farm Insurance.
Well, it just about goes without saying that we have certainly been lucky with some mild days this winter, but now it seems like the cold is really beginning to settle in, and with that cold weather comes the fear of frozen pipes. So joining us today to talk about how you can prevent a mess like that is Mark Shawnee with State Farm. Mark, how are you?
Good, doing great.
Glad you're here with us.
Thank you.
So, frozen pipes, just thinking about it frustrates me. This can cause a lot of damage.
It really can. It's become a big issue.
And some people think just simple insulation, but there's more things that we can do to help prevent frozen pipes, right?
Absolutely. This time of year, a good thing to do is when you know the temperature is going to drop as low as it's getting, is just turn the hot water on, the cold water on, just a little trickle.
Oh, okay.
So that it's just trickling out. That will help keep the pipes from freezing.
Right. So just a little bit of movement should be enough to keep it from freezing in place.
Absolutely.
What about the thermostat? Can I drop that thing down?
You can do that, but the best result is to not do that.
Okay.
You know, kind of if it's really cold and we're worried about frozen pipes, spend a couple bucks, keep the thermostat up a little bit to prevent that from freezing.
Well, now if my pipes are under the house and in the walls, is it really going to make that much difference because it's insulated anyway, right?
It does make a difference. It just gives it that much more ability to freeze.
Okay.
If it's going to happen.
And let's do what we can to avoid it.
Absolutely.
All right. So what about in the kitchen? I mean, those pipes are in the house, so they're pretty well protected, right?
The kitchen's a good location. The pipes are under the cabinet, so open the cabinet doors. Same in the bathrooms and anywhere where they're at.
Right.
That gets the room temperature in there with the pipes. It will certainly help prevent them from freezing.
Okay, so when we're talking about the possibility of freezing pipes, are we just talking 32 degrees, or are we saying, you know, this is something you really need to do if you're talking about the teens, the
especially the teens and belows. And the way this weather's been changing here, it's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's cold.
Yeah.
Now the cold weather's here.
Right.
It's going to happen. In fact, it has happened to a team member in my office yesterday.
Their pipes froze?
She had a frozen pipe, didn't know it till it was time to get that morning shower.
Oh.
And she missed all day work trying to get that thing fixed.
Is that right? And it can
Yes.
cause all kinds of damage. That water will go wherever it wants to. Won't
It will. It truly
my
will.
Goodness. Well, okay. So there's the frozen pipes thing. Now, we really haven't had to deal with terribly bad winter weather here. I keep thinking about those two blizzards.
Knock wood.
We had those two blizzards, what, 2 or 3 years ago?
Yes, sir.
That, man, that caused a mess. Yeah. That was is there something that you would suggest we do to get ready before another one comes?
Absolutely. You guys do a good job telling everybody what to do. It's really the basics is getting that line at the grocery store.
Right.
Go get your milk and your water and your bread. You know, we all laugh, but you need three gallons of water per person.
Oh,
know,
per day?
Per person per day.
Okay.
And that'll get you through that.
Now, non-perishable food, we could go ahead and get in advance. We could get that now.
Absolutely. You can pre-prepare.
Okay. All right. Well, and then as you mentioned, be sure to listen for the weather reports. And WVOC takes great pride in making sure that you know exactly what's going on and when it's on the way. What about, I mean, there was a lot of power outages when we had those blizzards come through.
Yes. If you think now about alternative fuel sources, wood stoves, safe kerosene heaters.
Right, right.
We have gas logs. We did that after the ice storm in '94.
Right.
What a breeze! You hit the button, boom,
and there it is.
You got heat, whether you got electric or not. And then the old standby generator, if you want to do that. But just think about the alternative heat before the storm hits.
Flashlight batteries, radio batteries.
Yes.
That's almost common sense kind of stuff there. Now, the freestanding kerosene heaters, I'm sure these are a huge potential for disaster.
They are. You got to keep them away from curtains, and you know, it just, to me, that's the last resort. If you can't find anything else,
right?
You don't put them next to the bed. You just you keep a giant
like
distance,
3 or 4 feet,
at least
in
3 or
between.
4 feet around.
Right.
Any flammable things.
It's not that you don't want to stay warm, of course, because it's freezing outside, but to take proper care of your property, and for that matter, the people that could be inside your property.
Absolutely.
If something should go wrong. Well, again, thank you so much for coming in,
thank you.
Mike Shawnee with State Farm. Appreciate that. Now, just in case you missed any of these tips and you'd like to know more information about what you can do to winterize your home and get ready for that winter weather, or if you'd just like to find out more about this season coming, you can go to DelmarvaLife.com and click on the Show tab. We'll have everything waiting for you right there. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, a local author explains how she was able to find the strength to transform grief in life's most difficult times by writing this book. Brian Spiros sits down with her next.